Second guy in.
Kevin, Davide Chinellato, Gazzetta Italy. Is in your mind the same concept winning the next game and winning the title, or are you trying to keep them separate?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, Sue.
My question was, in your mind, the idea of winning the next game is separate from the fact that winning the next game will bring you the title, or?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to play a good game. You know, we can't worry about what happens after the game. We got to play from the beginning. So if we worry about just the first possession and go from there, then, you know, mentally we'll stay locked in. So, but if we start thinking too far down the line, then, you know, we take our focus off of the task at hand, and, you know, put it on the goal, and, you know, your energy just keep going. You know, it's up and down thing. So you want to stay leveled and even throughout the game, energy-wise. You know, and you don't want to go down. You want to have spikes up and stay even. So for us, we just got to stay locked in from the beginning.
Thanks.
Michael?
Kevin, same direction. Michael Grange from Sportsnet in Toronto. Do you take some encouragement that the only game you guys have lost in this series was when they set records for quarter score, half score, records for three-pointers made? Like, it took a pretty exceptional effort to knock you guys down.
Yeah, but they could do that again. So we have to. They didn't do it by luck. You know, we didn't play. We didn't play up to the level we were supposed to play at, and they exposed that and took advantage of it and came out and played extremely well. So you got to give them credit for how they played, and it's not only just because we didn't play well. They came out there and took it to us. So you got to give them credit, and they can't duplicate that. So we got to be ready for it.
Thank you.
Tim Kawakami, Mercury News. Kevin, obviously the first loss in the postseason. What's the mood been for 2 days? You're thinking, oh, okay, that's all right, it was going to happen, or are you thinking you need to maybe make some adjustments to go in the next one?
Yeah, it's not all right. I mean, we didn't play well. You know, we just gotta make some, like you said, we made some adjustments and watch some film and see how we can get better from it, and try to apply it in Game 5 and be ready to come out there and be ready for a dogfight. So it should be fun.
Where, not specifically, but maybe generally, where do you think the adjustments are going to come? Mostly on defense, mostly maybe rotation kind of stuff?
I don't know.
Back center between the cameras.
Yeah, Héctor Torres, La Garata, Puerto Rico. 50 turnovers in the last 3 games for the Warriors. Any concerns? 50. Any concerns heading to Game 5?
Just, not turn the ball over. Not make the silly passes. You know, watching film, we just threw the ball in the direction, you know, in the crowd. They steal the ball. We try to get a foul, steal the ball. We just drill the ball off our foot, you know, throw the ball away out of bounds with nobody even close to the guy, you know, just stuff like that we got to control. And I think that's, especially on the road, you know, on their home floor, they feed off of that. So we know we can't do that, and especially a dynamic, you know, athletic team like this, we got to make sure we keep the ball in our hands, and, you know, we can't give them like the live ball turnovers.
Any credit for the Cavs for those turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, they were pressuring, they were getting their hands on some basketballs and getting into the passing lane. So we just got to be smarter and stronger.
You guys
on the left side in the front.
You guys were the best team defending the perimeter this year, the three-point line, and they shoot 24 threes. How much of that is them just being hot? How much of it was breakdowns? And what kind of breakdowns were they? How do you correct them?
Well, we gave up, I think every offensive rebound they might have got, they might have hit a 3 on it. You know, Tristan Thompson got probably 2 or 3 in the first quarter, and Kevin Love knocked down some threes, and he got hot. And you know, then J.R. Smith, you know, he's a streaky player, so he hit his first one because, you know, we wasn't on his body. We gave him an open look, and he knocked it down. And then that just opened the floodgates for him. You know, he hit that one near half court, and it looked like a mid-range jump shot because he was in the flow and he had some confidence. So we just can't. If they make tough threes over us, we can almost live with those instead of just like the stare down rhythm. You can make a sandwich before somebody even get out there and shoot, and you knock it down. So we can't just give them open shots.
On the other side of the coin, it seems like they're double teaming Steph a lot, coming off screens and stuff like that. How do you how does the rest of the team adjust to that?
Just be available for them. You know, when you got 2 on the ball, that means somebody's open. So, You know, Steph was doing a good job of taking on a double team and trying to find a passer. Trying to find a pass and the roll man, and we just try to make plays after that.
Dave, back right.
Hey, Kevin. How are you? Last year in the finals, as a viewer, do you recall when the series went 3-1? What was going through your mind? Did you feel like Cleveland was still in the series? And what was your impression as the comeback unfolded?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch any of the finals?
No.
Do you normally do that? Not watch the finals?
Yep. If I'm not in them, I don't watch them.
So you've only watched 2012 and this year?
Well, before then, I was on teams that we weren't contenders, so it's a little different when you're a contender, I guess. But I didn't watch. But you kind of know the pulse of the game. You know, being up, team being up 3-1. Obviously, if you're up 3-1 in the series as a fan, and you coming home, you feel as though that the away team got to have a spectacular game in order for you to win. So last year, I didn't put it past Cleveland to have a spectacular, rest of the series, and that's what they did.
There was a report that Draymond contacted you after Game 7, so he was informing you what happened? You didn't watch the game?
False, 100% false.
That's 100% false?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, standing on the right.
Chris Haynes, ESPN. Katie, you've been in a similar situation, up 3-1. How difficult is it to match? Draymond talked about it, how Cleveland's desperate. A team like that's desperate, back against the wall. How difficult it is for you guys to match that, knowing that you still have wiggle room, but, they don't?
Man, for me, and I think for our team, we know the situation we're in. We know that anything can happen in this league, and we know that, champions don't die. That they just don't lay down and die. So they're gonna come out and play with a sense of urgency, play with that energy from the beginning, and just take it a possession at a time, man. Just focus on what we have to do every time down the court on both ends of the floor, and we'll be fine. And I think both teams feel that way. So just try to take it slow, man. We can't worry about the games that happened before, or we can't worry about what happened in the future. We just got to stay in the moment and help each other out each and every play, and we'll see what happens.
Howard in the middle.
Howard Beck, Bleacher Report. Kevin, just to quickly follow up on Dave's question. So you're saying that Draymond did not make that call that he said he made a few days ago?
No, he didn't make that call. Not right after the game.
Okay. When was the first conversation? Was he the first Warrior to reach out to you?
Why does it matter right now?
Oh, no, just a curiosity about how what the first conversation was about, how we need.
I've been talking about this all season.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. But at this point, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just saying at this point, as the finals, I'm trying to stay where we are. I'm trying to stay locked in, and it's been a whole year now. So it's over.
The reason I was asking, I'm just curious, does it feel like this was always the moment it was leading toward? Is right now this is why they wanted you, needed you here?
I don't. Like I said, I'm just trying to stay where we are, stay locked in this moment. We don't talk about this is why they needed me or this is why. No, we just come out there and play our game, continue to build on what we've been doing since day one, the training camp, and looking forward to going out there and having some fun tomorrow, man. That's the only thing that matters.
Thank you.
Last question, back right, back left.
Here, Sherry from Tencent China. I just counted back there when you were having the shooting practice with Stephen. I think it's the first one during the past few, practice day before a game that your shooting percentage is better than Stephen Curry. Does that happen a lot during the season? And how ready does it mean for you for the game 5?
So you saying I shot better than Steph when we worked out?
Yeah.
I always shoot better than Steph when we work out.
So how ready does that mean for you for the game 5?
Hopefully it means that we both come out there and play extremely well tomorrow, and we've been putting the work in. So just rely on that when we need it during the game. So hopefully we both come out there and shoot well tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach Kerr will be in shortly.